I love this. I love this. Happy superb owl Sunday. That's perfect. Thank you, Crazy Sunshine, for doing it. And we are underway. They're all starting at Link's house and getting a piece of heart.
You see, some of our runners are going to be heading up to Uncle and probably doing some parts of Escape.
Yep.
Oh, I missed that map.
Looks like there's a crystal on Tower Hero that I saw. And a 5/6 pendant on Desert Palace.
Oh, Ravis is doing the strat where you head south and grab the 50-50 bombs and probably head into Kakariko.
Interesting.
While the other three are doing, as I said earlier, heading towards Uncle and possibly, not one of them's resetting, probably going to Sanctuary.
Yeah, they were just nothing but heart pieces over an Uncle and the subsequent chest there. Oh, lots of love over at the starting game here.
Ravis has obviously found something at the racing game. Looks like we'll also probably get a check of Lumberjack Cave.
There's also I think I saw a pendant over at Eastern Palace.
Silver arrows at racing game.
That's a really good find to find early on.
And we're seeing that one of the tree pulls is Blue Rupee.
This will help take care of Armos Knights really quickly, and of course take care of Ganon without having to do sword strats. I see there's a bottle over on Lumberjack Cave.
So we know that Aghanim may or may not be required.
Indeed, it might not be. So Rave is going, of course, into Kakariko Village, starting with the chest on the tavern, getting a big 20 there. Oh, it looks like he's doing the 50-50 bombs on patch of grass there. And also checking the bombable hut, or doing the bombable hut.
Yeah, he's getting the guaranteed bombs inside, so he'll always have enough bombs.
Chat pointing out that there is glove in the library, meaning we'll have Pegasus boots in order to even grab it.
And there's our first sword. And that should be very useful to the runners getting started now.
Yep.
It's always a painful race whenever you can't find a sword for 30-40 minutes.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Has Ravis checked the merchant in town?
I don't think I believe he does not.
Well, he just got enough money for it, so he should be able to. And a big 300.
Yeah, he's definitely now have enough money for it.
Trading 100 for what, 20? Not a very good deal.
No. Seems like, except for that sword, Kakariko brought up nothing.
Kakariko may have nothing in it other than the sword, but we do have to remember that mitts are in library.
Correct. And not to mention the Silver Arrows were also on the race game. And
True. So that south of Kakariko is a treasure trove of good items. Ravis is probably going to go be checking the south side of Hyrule.
going over to South Shore and making those checks there.
Let's see. Desert Palace looked like a crystal.
5-6. Yeah.
Chat saying that they think Ravis may have skipped the chicken house. I don't recall him walking in there either.
I don't think I did saw them either. Probably he didn't have the bombs to check the bombable hut or the bombable area for check it out.
Doctor also probably going to the southern side of Hyrule. And we got some soggy bombs.
Alright, Raven is now just going to head into Mini Moldorm Cave. Misses his one of his bombs, but has to pick it up after that. So
Big 20, big 20.
we got a net over at the thief here and a magic cape. So brings up a couple opportunities somewhere down the road.
Well, cape's useful for Spike Cave. Maybe there'll be something in there, but
yeah, useful for in case someone did not get Kinaburna.
if nothing shows up in an ice cave, there's going to be a chance that we'll probably see some dipping into Eastern. Maybe Sarashahala will have something in his closet.
Sharashla, yeah.
Sriracha sauce.
Whatever you want to pronounce, how you want to pronounce him. And looks like Rapus is going to be doing what we just described. He's going to head into Eastern Palace, make the checks on Shrashla's cave or hut, and then head into Eastern Palace and stuff.
Same with Doctor, also going to do the same checks. Did Doctor go check the south side?
It looks like we see that Turtle Rock is our green pendant for today. And a whole lot of nothing over at Sharashla over here, just some hearts and nothing else.
So we're looking at probably some of the first chests in Eastern may have a unique item for it.
Yep, for the first 4 chests there.
Chat seems to want Lamp at Aga. You monsters.
Or Agina, not Ago, so.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed that, Agina. My bad.
No worries. Roach is going to be making the checks over at Escape. also, it looks like Red is also going to be taking that check as well.
You can clear most of Eastern without any items if you know the dark rooms, and the dark rooms aren't too difficult to learn for Eastern.
I'm pretty sure there are the runners who know how to get through dark rooms like this.
We have Roach and Red heading to the first part of Escape.
Yep, they're checking the Zelda prison cell. Roach has not picked up the cape, no. But it turns out that we have flippers in Zelda's cave, Zelda's prison cell. Roach taking the Death Warp to get back to the front.
So currently in Eastern, they've discovered 2 items so far, which means that it's a 50-50 shot whether or not the boss will have a unique item on him.
Seemed like Roach did pick up a lamp somewhere.
He did pick up a lamp somewhere. Where was that at?
The lamp was a Gina.
Oh yeah, I think someone already mentioned that, right?
Yeah, our tracker is Phantom Rio, and we get the hook shot in the Dark Cross.
Unfortunately, that means that the boss has the final item of this dungeon. And with Eastern Palace being a pendant, we may or may not see these runners come back here. Ooh, Ravis messes up the he fixed his problem. He got it.
Yeah, he was pretty close though.
Somewhat tricky maneuver. Takes a little bit of practice to be able to use the your invincibility frames to get that.
Roach getting a Master Sword in the back of Escape, and along with an additional bottle.
So with flippers being found, that means that there may be a high likelihood of something important. The logic may be pointing the runners to head towards King Zora and the ledge.
Rave is going to check Agina and get his. Looks like.
Chat seems very skeptical of me saying that there may be items over at King Zora.
Yeah, but they're in logic, so
They are in logic, and we are slowly running out of areas to check.
Right. Red making the check on Hobo right now as we speak.
We found a hook shot. Where was that at?
It was in the Zelda's cave, and that is a glove. Meaning that the library is going to have Titansmith. I'm already opting to take a Death Warp here.
Roach is on low health, but he's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm. Red getting his Master Sword.
Dr. Mary doing some darkroom strats.
Just pointing out that Merle might actually be on the pyramid ledge.
Roach is actually going to be doing our hobo check. Let's see if some of our community is correct with him carrying the oven mitt.
Yeah, Roach was the hobo was the glove, so meaning that if once they get the Pegasus boots, they're gonna need to grab the Titan's mitt off in the.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Oven mitts. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. So a hobo not needing his oven mitts anymore has handed them over.
He's been underneath that bridge for so long. He didn't even fired. He made a fire somewhere and then possibly crafted an oven glove, I guess.
Sure, we'll go with that. He's an expert of materials. Deciding to live the rest of his days in peace and harmony under a bridge.
Looks like a sick kid giving us a shield.
The ferry
waterfall,
over.
Just bombs and just the heart piece.
It looks like we are gonna get that King Zor check. He has just enough rupees to be able to afford it. Ledge is just a big 20. And the Zor area is a whole lot of nothing.
Yep, just another big 20 from now 2 places that you can be bought.
Seems chat was correct. I will concede that chat was correct.
Yeah, especially when you got yeah. I didn't see what Lake Hylia had on the island, unless they didn't see that, or then they go through there.
So
looks
it
like
looks
Roach is gonna be hit.
Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, that's fine. Roach heading into Jack Mountain is going to be checking the old man that's somehow got his way in. Don't know why, but he is then there.
Paradox Cave is probably going to have some goodies inside of it then.
Yeah, it's possible.
Lake Hylia Island is just Uncle Bombs. Alright, just bombs then. So
Yep.
the island has nothing of use. Ravis seemingly not happy about the fact that there were just some rupees up on the ledge.
But while Roach is making the checks onto Paradox Cave. Or, no, Spectacle Rock, sorry.
He's going for the hint.
The hints, yes.
Which is a joke. It was a joke hint.
Yep, nothing too special.
Ravis is still grabbing the money. Okay. Did he actually go to Zora?
He didn't have money for Zora. So
okay.
Roach, of course, taking the time to go check Eastern Death Mountain because he has his hook shot.
Ravis is not at all going to be happy about what King Zora is going to give him.
Yeah, just that 20 was meant for to be nothing at all.
Roach is just now dropping into Paradox Cave. And there's our hammer.
Nice.
If they find Moon Pearl, a fair amount of Dark World will be opened up too.
Yep.
There it is. Who would have thought?
Get the devil.
So Roach, Roach is going to probably be heading to the Dark World here very soon to do some Dark World Kakariko checks.
Yep. This means once they get the boats, they're probably gonna. Boots will probably be somewhere in the Dark World, maybe.
Well, there's the possibility of Tower of Hera right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because since Roach is over there, it's gonna put Hera into logic for him.
Oh, we have Fire Rod on Cloud Mountain. Or Cloud Island, sorry.
Once he gets that Fire Rod, I can make an interesting little joke, something.
Probably about to see all of our runners start to converge onto Death Mountain here soon. With that Master Key down here in the first basement room, there's a lower chance of having to go into the long waiting room.
Just pointing out that the Fire Rod is actually going to be locked behind boats, so Roach getting his other shield. That's our second shield location. And the mirror, too. For Fire Rod.
The hint showing that I believe there's arrows and mimic caves.
So probably they're not going to make that check in Mimic Cave at all, probably. Seeing that the hint on the Tower of Hera saying that it's a unique item requires a bomb.
That could be anywhere.
Whatever the case is, Roach is going to make his way onto Boulder 1 with his hammer. Hammer, of course, doing tempered damage. So this will he'll try to make quick work of Troll Dome over here.
Looks like he's just going to be using regular sword strats to prevent himself from being knocked off.
That works as well. But as you're saying that, he's getting knocked around the place.
True, he's getting knocked all over the place. However, as long as you have your sword out and you're walking away from the edge, you cannot be knocked off.
Correct. And that as much as we want to talk about Moldorm here, he is dead, and now Roach has drawn first blood, picking up his first crystal.
Did Roach receive an item from Moldorm?
It was just a map, I think.
A map, so that means that there is an item down in the waiting room. And it looks like he's just going to go ahead and go and check it.
I've been making a check on over in the coffee break room.
Red Keeper just picked up his hook shot.
But taking an unfortunate death. But he was trying to death warp, but apparently he had his fairy. So
Is Roach setting up a death warp right there?
I think he is.
Oh, there's an ice rod.
That's not close to fraud, but
Turtle Rock has a pendant, so I wonder if Sriracha sauce. I wonder if Sriracha sauce will have an important item on it.
But he didn't realize that he had a fairy in a bottle, so he could not do the death warp.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So he's gonna just check to the mini mold dorms instead.
We're about to get a... No, we can't. Can we get a Turtle Rock check right now? I don't think so.
I don't think we can at the moment. Or wait, we can. He has hammer.
I thought you need Infinity Gauntlets.
That's a new name for
I should probably not be using those names. I will switch to the proper names. I'm sorry. I just get so used to how me and my friends talk about the items in this game.
Anyway, it looks like Roach is gonna check Spiral Cave.
Yeah, chat's saying that he does need stronger mitts, probably. Just a lot of love right there.
Anyway, Rafus is going to be doing Choldorm here. Just a piece of heart, and takes an unfortunate death on trying to Choldorm, but he does pick himself back up using the fire in the bottle.
Ooh, it looks like we got a pendant in Swamp Palace, and then the rest are all crystals, with a red crystal being at Skullwoods.
After that, Rapus does get his first crystal, and then the pod green pendant, as we mentioned before.
Oh, it looks like we are getting our check of Spike Cave.
That's gonna be a bunch of arrows. That's
Oh, I thought it was Mimic Cave that was a bunch of arrows.
Right, arrows. Yeah. Duh. Oops.
Ooh, it's gonna be close. Ooh, just in time.
And just a piece of heart for
just
his
a little bit of love. Ooh, looks like we're getting a bottle check at the Sick Kid.
That check was the shield.
Oh, it's a shield. Oh, okay.
Speaking of shields, Dr. Marty gets his fire shield out of that.
Oh, we're getting a Hype Cave check.
Over on Roach's side, correct. Red Boomerang on the thief here to start off.
Looks like
And
a
the
cave full
boots!
of red. I'll give that a solid 7 out of 10 in my opinion. People are gonna probably call me out on that, but boots are incredibly useful this early on.
Yeah, especially now he can grab the Infinity Gauntlet on the library.
Bill McD giving it a fast out of 10. I do agree.
That is correct. Sonic out of 10 from Rodzilla over here. It makes sense. Ravis is Sonic here.
So with that check, we can actually go get our Infinity Gauntlets and open up even more of the Dark World.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Sonic has found his sneakers.
Roach routing in his sick kid check before going to grab his leveled up mitts. Oh, and we even have our first checks into Thieves Town.
Ravis now drawing his Infinity Gauntlet. And then Roach following right behind him.
We got the blue cane over in Thieves Town.
Not close to being Kane exactly, but it's Blaine, so I guess you could say that's gotta be Blaine. Roach now checking I think he's gonna check the Hookshot Cave coming up. Yeah, probably make the Spike Cage. Oh no, actually he's gonna check Super Bunny Cave. Or something close to that. Yep, Super Bunny Cave.
We're gonna get a check of the Thieves Town hint.
And that is the blue boomerang and Super Bunny Cave. The better of the boomerangs.
Red Keeper finishing off Troll Dorm. All of our runners taking very similar routes, although Roach is getting the red
the
cane.
Cane of Samaria right there on
and Ocarina.
And the flute. That is really good in this Hookshot Cave.
And the mirror. Oh my gosh.
Mirror.
A cave that's more hype than Hype Cave.
Yeah, why isn't Hookshot Cave called Hype Cave to begin with? Maybe this is Hype Cave.
Don't forget Fire Rod as well.
And the fraud, yeah. And now I can actually make my joke that I wanted to make. Alright, guys, that's fraud! Fraud! Hey, everyone, Roach is a fraudster over here. We've got a fraudster over here, and that is Roach. If you know this reference, I love you.
I won't lie, I don't think I know that reference.
We
are getting some booze in the chat.
Oh, come on! Come on, man. And anyway, we get the magic, sack here.
Magic sack opens up, waste of time bat.
Looks like Marty is going to check, he's gonna do the blindfold. Thank you. Thank you, Falon. Or, Falfon. And now, Roach is activating his flute, meaning that the duck is about to become loose.
Dr. Marty just had a wonderful blind fight. It may seem very difficult, but it's a scripted fight. It plays out the same way every time. So if you just remember the pattern, it's a pretty easy fight to. Looks like we may be getting a shed visit over on Roach's stream. Oh, I missed the pin or the medallion. Ah, it's Bombos.
Bombos, nice.
Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. Let's see what Checkerboard Cave has going for it.
While Ravis is going to be doing his blind fight.
Ooh!
And Tempered Sword.
Yeah, Tempered Sword. That'll make the final fights much easier on the runners.
Mm-hmm. He's going to mirrored his way into it because at least in the Japanese version of Link to the Past, you can while you're pushing a block, you can mirror, and the game doesn't know what to do and just deletes the block from existence. Don't ask me why. It just happens.
With boots, the runners can fully complete boots and a fire source. Sorry, runners can fully complete Desert Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and so it seems that our purple chest will just have a heart piece inside of it. A very good hint, actually.
Yeah, that'll cut the need to take that fetch quest.
Oh no, Roach not realizing that he does not have a key.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
We're getting a Grove check on Dr. Marty's screen.
And there's the big key.
Just an easy 50. Desert Palace sending our runner on a back and forth, very slow palace, unfortunately.
Yeah. Red Keeper is going to be up to do the Bumble Hut check.
Oh, and so we have a fetch quest going on now.
That's both fetch quest items that Rush has.
We do
Big
still
game bringing up
need.
something like 20.
We do still kind of need shovel, if we do kind of consider the shovel a fetch quest.
Yeah, that too.
Ravis is going to be checking the Baguette Brothers. Oh, that's right. Ravis has not picked up the mirror yet.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go all the way to Hookshot Cave in order to pick up his his mirror.
Not too much of a time difference, but it's still a larger loss of time to do it without the.
Right. Ravis, however, is going to be looking into what the blacksmiths have, and just
Blacksmiths are packing heat. Dr. Marty's finally going to go be picking up those silvers.
since like Ravis is going to be doing the checks on Hookshot Cave, so
They'll probably be ecstatic to find the items in there. We're going to be getting our first looks into Skull Wood. I've seen different strats for Skull Woods. Some people say it's best just to go to the end and kill the boss, and even check the maze chest. Others believe it's just best just to go ahead and drop in and do all of your searches. And we have Ether inside of Skull Woods.
That's to consider when looking for the chests. Looking for it, but we don't have access to. We don't have bombos, so we can get into Misery Mire. So Ether not really bringing up much to help the runners yet.
And it looks like it's also bombos for Turtle Rock as well.
So, bombos being a potential go mode item, so I'm just gonna be opting to do his do the King of Samaria strats on that chest. And Raven's now picking up his so now Ped is going to be, looks like chat's saying that Ped's going to be out of the question for this. Raven's now getting his fraud.
Roach is about to be doing one of our favorite fights in the game.
And that is Mafula.
Mafula has our favorite feature of if you hit Mafula into the spike, Mafula decides to take 0 damage.
Yeah, completely nullifying any damage that may have happened at all.
And Roach gets an easy fight with that Tempered Sword.
Well done
with
by
the
Roach.
Bow! Mafula holding the bow.
Nice, grabbing the D, that's taking that D like it's no one's business, I guess.
I have not heard of the bow referred to as the D.
It's in chat.
I see that now. I now realize what. I've never actually noticed that.
It's something did not take the yellow for, so.
Oh, we have the shovel up in Bumper Cave.
So with the bow, Roach can full clear. Oh no, wait, it's a panda. I was gonna say you can full clear Eastern Palace. A little late for the salute, wouldn't you say? from the chat. Roach making his way into Thieves Town. While Doctor and Red are both in Skull Woods.
Gravis is going to be picking up his Tempered Sword in Checkerboard Cave. And we're just getting a bunch of overlooping routes from all the runners right now.
Yeah, so we have a lull in the action here while we see what is in store for any of our runners for the rest of this, I guess.
Just noticed that Red Keeper has not gone to check Hype Cave yet. Hopefully he makes that check soon.
Yeah, that would be. He'll be pretty happy to see those items over at Hype Cave.
Well, the amount of items currently that the runners have, they can really just be going through a lot of the pendant dungeons. I'm not pendant. I'm sorry, crystal dungeons.
Right.
Hopefully, not wasting too much time on any more overworld checks if need.
Yeah, we haven't seen Ice Palace at all yet.
Runners tend to leave Ice Palace for last, as it's not a very desirable dungeon to beat.
Yeah, but they might have to if they don't find anything in these remaining checks, they might have to look into Ice Palace for a little bit, see if they can find bomb.
Roach having a little bit of trouble hitting that switch to be able to check his hint.
Which, of course, is nothing but a joke, so kind of a waste of time for Roach here.
Dr. Marty's finally going to go be picking up their lantern.
So he's probably sick of being in the dark all this time, so he just grabs the lamp. So just to say, just get me out of the dark for once.
You laugh, but learning those dark rooms can be quite daunting, especially many of the maze rooms.
Yep, that is true.
Red Keeper heading over toward the digging minigame.
And Rava's making a sort of a quick work of Lamolus here.
That's true, Thalfun. Those are some of the more important ones.
At the moment, we seem like it's hard to tell if who's winning or not, but we'll see what happens when we get these final checks later on.
Usually, it's very difficult to see who's quote unquote winning until people are in go mode.
Right. Well, Ravis is going to be checking the witch, the Wicked Witch of the, I guess.
Ooh, just a little bit of love.
East. Hey, at least he loves
would
Ravis.
be Wicked Witch of the East.
East, yeah, that works too. Although he's not really a Wicked Witch, more just a witch, just a casual witch, just stirring a pot, nothing else. Cauldron, whatever it is.
She's out there churning her butter.
That works. That's also a good luck. That works too.
Bombos is going to be playing a key role at determining who is in the lead. Seeing as both dungeons, even though Turtle Rock is a pendant dungeon, require.
Looks like Red finally going to be taking a look at his hype cave checks.
Roach is going to go be picking up their shovel. Oh my god, I did not know that you could do that without a hook shot.
That is something I'd never seen before as well.
Gotta keep that one in your back pocket, runners. Chat saying that Sriracha Sauce is dead. Unfortunate. He had a long life to live.
Yep.
Ooh, there's Quake in the graveyard ledge. Not the emblem that they are looking for. The medallion, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is unfortunate to see. That's unfortunate to see, because it looks like Roach is going to be opting to pick that up anyway. Damari finally getting taken care of Lambolis here, picking up his and we have a catfish check.
Catfish holding a bottle of water.
Bottle of blue water or Gatorade or whatever it is.
I think people will refer to it as Gatorade.
Yep.
But I mean, it's blue and it was underwater, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Could be water, for all we know.
Ravis unfortunately does not do that one cool trick that we were talking about.
Ooh, we may be getting a pod check here.
Yeah, pod something we have not seen yet.
Pod is a good place to get a small number of items. Well, it's either 3 or 6. That's honestly what all the dungeons are, aren't they?
Right, but of course, this is of course Mullet Mansion, so a bunch of keys in the front and a lot of items in the back, because yeah, this is on the front and just apparently in the back. I may have butchered that so wrong there, but yeah, Pod has 6 items, most of which are keys.
Well, it would be 6 items excluding the keys.
Correct.
Or 5 items with 6 keys. Pod has a ton of keys.
Yep. Looks like he doesn't have the money to get into Pod, so.
That's correct. Swamp is the only dungeon that has 6.
Mm-hmm. Since Swamp's a pendant, no need.
Chad is out there spitting knowledge.
Right. Chad pointing out that Swamp could still have bombos. Yeah, I see it. I can see it.
Red Keeper going to be very happy with the items he's going to be finding here in Hookshot Cave. With a cane of Saruman and flute and mirror.
Yes, Maria. Mari's now having no luck getting into Palace of Darkness. Just he's always sort of money or something. Red now grabbing his fraud, so no, I'm not gonna make the fraud joke again. Just I'll save you from that travesty. Looks like Ravis is going to be following suit into Palace of Darkness. This time he still has. He too doesn't have enough money to get in.
Oh, we finally going. Oh, we're going to get a check of the Pyramid Fairy and of the Pyramid Ledge.
Red Keeper is going to be picking up his heart piece for a Spike Cave. I don't think I caught what I don't think I caught that.
I also didn't catch it. However, we have Butter Sword inside of the Pyramid Fairy chests.
That is really nice to have. Especially, this will definitely be a spot. A spot that probably the rest of the runners won't. No, but pointing out it was just some arrows. So
yeah, the Pyramid Fairy check is can sometimes be an out of the way check.
Right. But Roche is firing on all cylinders right now. He's making all the crit checks, and he's rewarded with a stick of butter on a stick, a wooden stick.
Dr. Marty checking the Palace of Keys.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Palace of Darkness. My bad. I get confused sometimes.
You can also refer to as Mold Mansion, so that's always fine. Interesting. Ravis is opting to take care of Armos Knights here.
those silver arrows making that boss very easy.
Yeah. And just nothing of significance for the for Eastern Palace here. But he's gonna have well enough money to even get into Palace Darkness here.
Looks like a fairy in a bottle. Not especially useful, but for some of our not as good runners, such as myself, it is very useful.
Yep.
Ooh, we have Red Keeper checking Waste of Time bat.
Yep. Just a whole lot of nothing on that waste of time. Just some heart piece. The hint tile saying just a glove in plain sight, and we already have that glove in plain sight.
Everyone a big fan of obvious hints that are obvious.
Yes.
Oh, Red Keeper apparently not seeing that hint and is going to go be sorely disappointed in the item that he receives from that purple chest. If I recall, it was a piece of heart or a heart piece.
One or the other.
Ooh, we're getting a shovel check. It's just a little bit of love. I'm not sure if any of the other runners have actually done that check.
I don't remember. So. And I have to call out somebody. Sarites or whatever. He admits he likes my joke. So I got one.
Hey, and when you're telling jokes, you only need one person to be validated.
Yes. Anyway, Dr. Marty going into Helmasaur here. But Lincoln, you missed it. Helmasaur is dead.
Silver Arrow's making a joke of literally everything in this game.
Right. And a whole lot of nothing in Palace of Darkness, so possible that Ice Palace could probably have the Bombos medallion.
We're getting closer and closer to Ice Palace being a very important place, other than the fact that it does have a crystal in it.
Yeah, and possibly if they have to dive into it, Turtle Rock to take a look at the chests there.
Oh no, Roach missing the hammer yump in Palace of Darkness.
You guys gonna have to try again. It waste considerable amounts.
That's right. Bill McD pointing out that possibility of Bombos can be inside of Swamp.
That too.
we may actually get to see a left side check of Swamp.
Raven's now going on taking almost over here, so. Right. Turtle Rock just right. Forgot. Bombos is Turbo Rock's Bombos lock. So. It's possible that Swamp Palace and Ice Palace are going to be what they need here. Because right now, Bombos is a go mode item, so.
Red Keeper getting through one of my least favorite rooms of this entire game. I'm sure there are strats that make it far easier. That's true, Chad. They may have to full clear Ice Palace, which is unfortunate. It's a very easy dungeon to just quickly run through, kill the boss, and get out.
Right. Which I'm pretty sure Roach is probably going to be doing pretty soon, or Ravis, for that matter. Any one of these runners can take the dive into Ice Palace.
Oh, look, another trick for everyone to put into their back pockets. You were able to sprint with the or dash with the big bomb after latching onto something with the hook shot.
Mm-hmm. One of our trackers, Phase 9 Alex, confirming that Bombos is a go mode. It's just they just need Bombos and then head into go mode. And Darchamarni getting his butter sword.
Red Keeper learning of the unfortunate news that Bombos is required. Oh, thank you, Thalphon and Titus I'm just going to call you Titus, for that information, saying that the dash trick with the big bomb can be done right after a damage boost or anything that knocks you away from the bomb, so that you can do the dash before it catches back up to you, that is. We'll be getting our first looks into Ice Palace here. Ice Palace has one of our most favorite mechanics in the game, that being ice physics. Luckily, with boots, you can kind of get around it a little bit.
And if you can also slash your sword to mitigate the potential sliding in the diagonals.
Bombos is in the big chest. Where?
In the big chest of Swamp Palace.
Who was that in chat that called that out? You deserve a gold star.
So this is gonna be interesting. Now they have to get through to try to make the checks into Swamp Palace.
Well, and they're probably no longer going to be full clearing Ice Palace. They're probably, we see that Ravis is doing the bomb jump to be able to quickly get to the boss.
Raven is performing the interesting glitch with the spinning down, but you're charging up a spin shot, a spin slash, and going into the stairs at a clip. That's really interesting. The stair clip.
Well, Crazy Knights, Roach may not really be ahead right now, especially since I don't think he has the information about where Bombos is at.
Right.
But again, it's really difficult to tell who's quote-unquote in the lead right now.
Anyway, Ravis is now taking on Cold State, so making really good work on them.
That fighter sword doing a lot of damage.
That is a temper sword, not a fire sword.
Oh, my bad. Did I say fighter sword? I did say fighter sword.
Yes, you did. Ravis is in no mode, yes. It's a Fisher Price sword. So, Ravis is going to be definitely making the play into Swamp Palace to finally get that Bombos.
No need to go and check the hint inside of Swamp Palace, as we are just about to be in go mode.
Right.
Some of our chat pointing out, for viewers who don't know, go mode is where a runner has all the items required to be able to complete the game.
Correct.
Which is, in general, a lot of the items in the game, but there are very specific ones depending on which dungeons are pendants and which dungeons are crystals.
Yeah, and these go mode items can change with the per seed, and you might not know exactly what the go mode item is until you finally piece together the puzzle, and then just matter of clearing the. Excuse me. No, yeah, shovel being a go mode item, it could possibly be a go mode item if you can piece it together, if you can in some form of seed.
You could have the potential incredibly long fetch quest where the Baguette brothers have the mushroom, and then the witch has the shovel, and then the shovel nets you the fire rod.
Right. Anyway, Raven is gonna head into what would be the big key room once he gets his key. Ted is dead, unfortunately.
You people are monsters saying unfortunately. Fortunately, people, fortunately, we don't want to have to do all dungeons.
Yeah, that's a good thing. This is not.
Well, okay, viewers may want it.
This isn't a tournament. This is a daily race. The hint that Roach got was the Bombos is in the big key of Swamp Palace.
It looks like the big key is going to be in the left side. I mean, it could potentially. I might be wrong. Could potentially be on the boss. I don't remember if this boss requires big key.
I don't think it needs.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Yeah, the boss doesn't need a big key.
So it could. The boss could have the big key on it. We're having solid performance from all of our runners. I'd like to remind everyone to try to follow some of these runners. A lot of them are taking the time out of their day and even being very courageous to be streaming in front of a large group of people. So if you wouldn't mind, please follow our runner.
Yeah, they deserve all the credit than you think you would. They would. You think you would have. You think.
It's a very difficult task. Knowing that you're doing something in front of a very large audience.
Dr. Marty finding the big key in the left side.
Rip boss.
And that is the vanilla big key. And there is the Bombo. So at 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 30 seconds, Dr. Marty is in go mode.
Oh, it looks like we have some runners finishing inside of the RC.
Yep, we have Nimban placing first with a time of 1:18:52, improving their personal best by 2 minutes and 28 seconds.
A solid run, not gonna lie. 118 in a randomizer. That's correct. We do have the GT game, but it is an unofficial GT game. So if you want to start guessing in chat, by all means you can, but we do not have the official game go.
Well, wait until we finish Mr. Meyer. So
that is true. That is true.
And then we'll explain the rules of the GT Big Key game. Ravens is still behind Dr. Marty, getting into Mr. Meyer by wielding his bombos.
Ravis doing very well with that Wizrobe room. Now the runners are just on the hunt for a big key. Maybe some runners may be wishing for half magic right about now.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a half magic, but not necessarily required. But it would be nice to have.
By all means, it is not required, but it does make some the final Ganon fight much easier. Very quick boss key.
Yep. So they're gonna just make their way into Vitreous like very soon.
Oh, Ravis not realizing that he did not need to hit the switch. A very common mistake, not realizing it. It's normal that you have to re-hit that switch.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Roach is taking on Argus.
That Butter Sword making quick work of all of the little puffballs.
And now Dr. Marty is entered the Vitreous boss. The arrow's making quick work of the smaller ones and Vitreous himself. Vitreous. And now that's that. And now there's half magic for Vitreous. Well, on. And with that, Dr. Marty has now gotten his final crystal. So, in Ganon's Tower, there are 22 different chests, and among those 222 chests, there is a big key. To put your guesses in chat from 1 to 22 to see where the big key could possibly be.
Professor, what's your guess gonna be?
I'm gonna say 6.
I like to go with lucky number 7.
I mean, if you want to go 7, I'll change my guess to 13.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could pick whatever number you want, but
Right.
I'm gonna be correct, obviously.
We'll have a polar opposite on luck here, so.
Remember, chat. This is unofficial.
Yeah, if you win, that's just bragging rights.
Oh no, Ravis getting some unfortunate luck with our favorite NPCs in the game.
Right.
I actually do not know what those things are called.
Those are dead rocks.
Dead rocks, that's right.
He's gonna use the hammer to get the 3 hammer pegs and enter the dark walls to finally enter the tower of a pig.
Alright, Dr. Marty has arrived at the palace. Or the tower, I guess?
The tower.
Yeah,
the tower.
That's a tower.
Not
a palace.
And now bets are off. Unfortunately, we do not have Doc's audio, so we're gonna have to. We can't do.
Let's see, we're at 2 checks, correct?
Those were 2 checks. Correct. And Bob's torch counts as a check.
We are at 6 checks total. Oh, that means 7 is going to be on Bob's George.
Oh man.
And never lucky.
That's the case then. Oops. 13 probably?
It could. You have an equal chance of it being 13 as you do 15, 16, 17.
Yes.
It could also be in that long waiting room that everyone tries to avoid.
He gets a mirror shield. Dr. Marty gets it. The riot shield.
That is 11 check. Wait, yes, 11 checks.
Yep. Now, it's very uncommon to see the riot shield in play here.
This is a very close race between Dr. Marty and Ravis.
No kidding.
Oh, unfortunately, Dr. Marty getting some unfortunate luck hitting both of the switches.
That's going to cost him that's going to cost him some time here.
A very neat trick he did too.
Oh, and I should probably point out Roach is also in go mode, so it's way past 13 or 12. I don't know.
Oh, we're about to get a check of Randomizer room. Ooh, is that 16? Number 16?
That probably is 16. So whoever got 16, that is you're our lucky winner. You get a cookie and bragging rights. Yep.
The closest was
16.
15.
Yeah, 15 in chess.
By Slinky Avenger. So no
one has guessed it. Who's the closest?
Slinky Avenger with 15.
Yep, that is you win our game and you get a cookie and just bragging rights. Oh, really? Just point out that I think Vince Easter probably hadn't gotten it earlier, but who knows?
Oh, maybe. I scrolled up somewhat far, but there was a lot of extra chat, so I just kind of stopped whenever I saw regular chat.
Okay, so it was Vince. So
all right, so good job, Vince.
You get cookies
and a gold star,
and
just like the guy that predicted Swamp Palace chest.
Godzilla just echoing my fraud joke.
Dr. Marty is doing a great gauntlet.
So we're now beginning the gauntlet with Lamulus.
Silver arrows make a zero cycle extremely easy.
Yep. Ravis is right behind Dr. Marty by a couple minutes, and now Ravis has taken out Lambola. Which now entering Ganon's tower, and on the over on the SRL, we see that Kern has finished in second place with a time of 1:31.17 by improving their best by 1 minute and 26 seconds. Over on Dr. Marty's, we see that Trollum 2 is dead, and not opting to go for the chest there. I mean, what at this point, what gives? He's already heading straight into Aga 2. Dr. Mario having a pretty slow Aga fight here.
Yeah, he's not having a very good time with it. Aga can be a very difficult fight to do quickly, though.
Right. Nimban is the second, is the first run to win to get in the race. He had a really good, round. At a time of 1:18.52, and now Dr. Marty has taken out Aga 2. A pretty slow Aga 1 fight, probably like, was it like just a 1-1-1-1-1-1 or something?
Yeah, it was something about around a 1-1-1-1-1-1-1.
Right.
6 ones. Yeah,
this is gonna be. It's gonna come down to the wire if Ravis has a really good Aga fight.
I think Dr. Marty has clinched it amongst these four, though, unless he dies, of course.
Of course, yeah. Oh, He missed. Ravis missed a ball, so. Yeah, it's looking more likely that Doctor might be able to take.
Oh, third place has been taken by Matt7898 with a time of 1:34.15.
15. And now Ravis has taken out Aga 2. Did you find the arrows in the light world? Sure, we sure did. Very, very. Ravis having a 1-0-1-1-1-0.
Dr. Marty finishing off Ganon, taking fourth place in the race.
Well, wait till they see in the finish line here. He has won the restream race, and with spectacular fashion, with an official SRL time of 1:34.54, improving their personal best by 2 minutes even. This race in particular has been nothing short of personal best gains, and
this has been a pretty okay seed.
Yeah.
Receiving a lot of go mode items out in the overworld. Brave is deciding to wait on the other torch to go out. Ooh, almost getting a triple shot on him.
And that is Ravis taking out Ganon on placing second in our. He has finished with an official SRL time of 1:36.15, behind Weighty Words, Illis24, and Zoda Stone with 1:35.44, 1:35.52, and 1:16.13 respectively.
A very close race, to be honest. A 2-minute difference, or well, little less than 2-minute difference. 1 minute 30-second difference.
And looks like Ravis is going to be joining us here in the booth for a post-game interview. We'll try to get him in there pretty shortly. All right, he's ready. He's ready for us. Yep, we'll get him pretty soon. Roach is now. Meanwhile, Roach is going to be taking on Lem, the second part of the gauntlet, and with us right now is Ravis. GG.
Having some audio problems, maybe?
Maybe.
I'm there.
Oh, there we go. Ravis, what were you feeling whenever you saw all those items inside of Hookshot Cave?
I was like, dang, that was the play. What the heck? I was obviously uncomfortable with checking all this without the mirror, but turned out perfect choice.
Yeah, there was a solid amount of items in there.
Yeah.
Kane, what was it? Mirror, something else, and the fire rod.
We can get the chat or our trackers to remember to tell us, that would have been yeah, there was a lot of items regardless of however you no matter how you put pieces together. That was an amazing hype hookshot cave.
Yeah, so my most hated item in the game is actually bomb balls, and the Hand and Ice Palace was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, we were chatting and us were talking about all the possible places it could be, and we could honestly tell that you runners were very excited to see that hint. Otherwise, the seed could have taken much longer than it needed.
Yeah. Not to mention, there was a lot of trouble getting to a Palace of Darkness somewhere in the middle of the race. It was hard to see, but how did you feel when you're trying to get through all Palace of Darkness in the first?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I went to the ice with the mind of, alright, fire rod, blocking bomb balls in ice, name it, better love story, but at least I got the hint for the correct position.
Yep, that proved to be pretty helpful later on. Yeah. So anyway, Roach is taking on Agatu.
Ravis, I have to ask you, what decisions do you think you made that really played a large factor in you finishing so quick?
Skipping Hera Basement for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see. Well, it's tough to say if not going into Swamp cost or saved me time. It probably did. Let's see. The order of the items I found, I guess people could have been maybe be what's it called? Maybe the challenge to go to TR if you don't have the bow could be a thing, which I disagree. I mean, You could enter swamp early, get bombos, and when you're up there, you're still looking for the bow potentially, and you might dip Turtle Rock. I'm glad that was not a time waste.
Yep.
Eastern could have been an easy time save for me. I actually never went in their bag if I didn't have enough money for Palace of Dark.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, you still got the what you needed, and then got into Palace of Darkness, and there you are. You're second. Get your second place on the restream. Alright, so we see Roach is now on the fourth phase of the Ganon fight, and
Did Roach get Torch Glitch? Yes, he did get Torch Glitch.
Perfect. He's dangerously low on health, but this shouldn't be an issue. So, and
He may have had a fairy.
yeah, he had a fairy when in GT, so he finishes third in our restream.
With let's see, where's his official time? His official SRL time is 1 hour 42 minutes and 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Red Keeper taking a death, but luckily he has a fairy to guide him back to life.
Yep. That think it happened like earlier with someone else, but
Where was Buttersword?
Buttersword was in Pyramid Berry.
Oh, I see. I'm happy that I didn't go there.
Yeah, it was the only. I mean, it was slightly out of the way, as there was also nothing on the ledge.
right. It's interesting though too that Riot Shield was like there was a shield somewhere else.
I got all three shields.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Riot Shield. I mean, Riot Shield was something not a lot of runners we don't see a lot on streams. So yeah, so I should also point out that if you want to know the before anyone else, we saw that Nimban had finished first place with a time of 1:18:52, and and improved their personal best by 2 minutes and 18 seconds. That came as a shock to both of us.
It's a solid run.
Solid run. It was probably one of the best runs that we've probably seen. So,
Ravis, if you were to rate the seed 1 to 10, what would you give it?
Because of the Hand and Ice Palace, I'd give it a. Well, it wasn't too bad. 7 out of 10. I mean, it looked like an Agassi for a long time. I'm glad I just didn't go do that. But otherwise, it was okay.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially
so the hardest situation was basically the money situation for me.
That's understandable. Luckily, a lot of the items were found in the overworld. A lot of the early checks, that is.
I mean, that's what I think about V30 in general, that I have the feeling you're getting all or almost all items in the first 30-40 minutes, and then the seed is giving you one challenge for one item, the whole map. Good luck, have fun, fine.
And one of our trackers faced 9x brain that somehow everyone had money issues, and that is completely understandable because there was a lot of things that happened with a lot of the things.
Well, we only received one big 300.
Right.
I saw one big 300 in Eastern at least on the boss.
Yeah.
I got that one.
Oh, I think there was one in a chest somewhere. I can't remember where else.
I know where in the back of the blind's hideout was, or in the well was 300. I'm certain about.
Yes, I think that's right.
Because I went there with Chisora with 482 rupees, and then I see 2 rupees hanging out on the ledge, and I was like, God damn it, couldn't you just be a heart priest and leave Zora? Come.
Yeah, we saw, though, the a few of the tree pools were dropping blue and red rupees, and I don't remember if anyone picked up the bush off of one of the crabs, so I don't remember if that
I
got...
did. Was nothing of value. Think hearts or something. But I didn't see the stun prize. That could have been something.
I don't think anyone checked the stun prize.
Funny, but we had the hook shot so early, but it was never needed. I mean, yeah, just for money, but...
Roach says a stun was 10 arrows.
Alright.
Bush crab had green rupees.
So yeah, all in all, it was fine. My GT climb was not too good this time. I got a little bit bodied and RNG'd, and unfortunately, my concentration wasn't not that hard on point anymore. I was way too amazed by Ninben's time.
Yeah, that time that they got was just it probably threw off a lot of people by the sheer audacity of it.
I'm sure he went swamp super early and went Death Mountain super early, directly went to Skullwoods and was in Go mode. That's what I guess. I mean, Go mode pod was definitely a thing. Vanilla Big Key and Mario God mode, Ninben's Execution, Mega 114, or what did he have?
He had one. Oh, yeah, probably. I can't. I probably have said this time way too many times, but 118.52. It's an impressive seed that
He basically wrecked us all.
Oh, kidding.
He had to have had some godlike routing.
Yeah, it turns out if you try to even go to his try to even watch it, it's like his frames are there's like 98% frame drops. That's like,
yikes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate to see that.
But I mean, Ninben is known for being a pretty good rando player, so...
Yeah. As far as I can tell, he's grinded his he's grinded his time way low, and I'm really impressed about it.
Oh yeah.
Red Keeper is about to make his way towards Ganon's tower.
Alright, guys.
No,
so,
the dead rocks.
Thanks for commentating, tracking, making this stream possible. I enjoy it every time. Thanks for chat.
Yes, Ray was.
Yeah.
Thanks for the entertainment, and thanks for a good run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
thanks.
you can pull. You did a really good job, and thanks for providing this amounts of fun and excitement for everyone here.
Yep.
All right. So now that that's taken care of, we're now going to be heading. We're going to see Red finally getting into Ganon's tower.
Seeing the players' final item counts of 140, 145, and 155.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to see that, based on their in-game times, that 5 extra items only accounted for about a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah. So Red's now entering the tower, and now begins the long grind.
He's doing the classic check the right side 2 chests and then head left.
That works well. He's probably doing that because he feels like he feels way behind, way behind. So.
Oh, he's opting to go back to the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that skeleton getting in his way. Oh, and he barely misses the door.
Oh. No.
Uh-oh, he skipped over, oh, is he going back? He skipped over
Might be going back.
randomizer.
Yeah. Without that, he can't possibly beat the game. So.
Yeah, that's probably correct. He probably hit it by accident.
Looks like Red Keeper is opting to take out the Armos Knights. Alright, now Red's gonna make his way into the randomizer room and finally put this game to rest.
Being very careful not to hit that portal. Like,
Yeah.
three keys should be enough just to go straight through the rooms without worrying about any other key drops.
Right. Getting dangerously close to dying here. He's gonna pop his blue pot. It's unfortunate in that cannonball room falling down.
Red's having a pretty good gauntlet.
Yep. Now he's gonna take on Lamolus.
Opting for the fire rod for easier
For user aiming. And there he goes. Oh no! Almost fell out the second time. It's going for lantern strats instead, and then just pull out his fire. Now Red's now getting into Ega 2.
Ooh, he gets a 3 hit on that one.
That's a double.
It was a double? It looked like he got all 3.
Oh.
He's got a triple and a double.
I don't.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Didn't see it. I probably.
No, that would have been 6 right there.
Yeah, that's a dub. That was 2 doubles. Misses one of them. And that's it. A 0, 2, 2, 1, 1. So now it's done the fourth and final phase of Ganon. So and with those and after putting those 3 out from Ganon, that
There we have it. Ganon is dead. Can we get some GGs in the chat for Red, please?
time of 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 37 seconds, placing in 32nd place. My hats off to Red for this for even pursuing, like, for trudging on like through this.
Again, like to remind everyone to please follow all of our runners. They all performed really well in this. So if you wouldn't mind supporting all of them, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah, and I guess with that, that should be it from us. I'd like to thank Speed Game for putting on these weekly races every single time on this Sunday. I also like to thank our runners for coming out and performing to the best of their abilities and having a really good race for all of them. I'd like to thank the trackers for that would be Phase 9 Alex and Phantom Ryu for tracking all of our runners, keeping us up to date. And of course, we also I'd like to thank my co-commentator Commended Stream for helping me with this commentary.
I'd also like to thank Professor Renderer for doing a wonderful job with commentary as well.
Thank you so much. So with that, that's it. Until next race, I'll see you.
Goodbye, everyone.